Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me here today. President Biden and Democratic lawmakers are starting to debate on whether to use more drastic measures to address the United States' current debt ceiling. Friends, welcome back to my channel. Here's your daily news report and fourth stimulus check update. Please do make sure you are subscribed to my channel and watch until the end of this video to learn how to enter this coming Friday's Walmart gift card giveaway. President Biden indicated that he was warming to a Democratic proposal to blow up the rules of the Senate to raise or suspend the debt ceiling, amid fears that a breach would send the United States government into default and the whole economy into a tailspin. The president told reporters that a filibuster carve-out to solve the current stalemate with Republicans over the debt limit before the estimated October 18th deadline was a real possibility. It was a remark that sources inside the administration said reflected the growing belief that the party may need to take drastic steps to prevent such a default. It also served as a signal to Senate Democrats that the president supports their own growing conviction that a change to the chamber's rules may be needed to head off a financial crisis. Should Senate Democrats go down the filibuster reform route, they would need all 50 senators and Vice President Kamala Harris to offer their support. That is hardly guaranteed given the opposition to filibuster changes from some moderates, including Senator Joe Manchin. Republicans have twice thwarted efforts to raise the debt ceiling to avoid a historic default and are on the precipice of doing it once again in the Senate, when another bill to raise it will be considered. After voting to raise or suspend the debt ceiling 3 times under the former president, Mitch McConnell is refusing to provide Republican votes to solve the looming default in order to inflict political pain on Democrats.
That's why he's leading and implementing vaccination requirements for 100 million workers, 2/3 of all workers in the United States, and that's why we're seeing growing momentum for vaccination requirements across the sectors and across the country. Alex, go ahead.
Jen, I was hoping to get you to weigh in on 3 different debt limit scenarios since there's so many developing. So off the top, Senator Mitch McConnell has proposed for Republicans to either support a short-term hike in the debt limit through December or to support a expedited reconciliation process where Democrats would vote to hike it long-term. What's the White House response to that? Is there support for either of those from the president? And then I was hoping to get clarification on something the president said yesterday. He seemed to suggest that he would support a carve-out in the filibuster if all else fails to hike the debt limit. Is that where he stands? Would he be open to that?
Well, right now, and perhaps this is the awkwardness of 4:15 while people are still meeting on the Hill, right now Democratic members are meeting on the Hill to discuss options on the path forward. I think Republican members may also be meeting or discussing among themselves. My understanding at the point I walked out here is that there's been no formal offer made. A press release is not a formal offer. And regardless, even the scant details that have been reported present more complicated, more difficult options than the one that is quite obvious in the president's view and is in front of the faces of every member up on the Hill. We could get this done today. We don't need to kick the can. We don't need to go through a cumbersome process that every day brings additional risks. So they're discussing up there. We'll obviously be in close touch with them, as we will continue to be, and we'll see where we are at the end of today.
Such a failure to address a debt limit, a step required by law that at various times has been treated as routine, would tank the country's credit, raise interest rates, and impact Social Security checks. But for months now, Mitch McConnell has pressured Democrats to act on the debt limit on their own through the complex budget process known as reconciliation. It is a step President Biden and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer have long resisted because it would take up precious Senate floor time. But nonetheless, it is a filibuster-proof way around this issue. While Democrats closely aligned with the Biden administration have urged it to use whatever avenues are available, White House officials had repeatedly said that the Biden administration continues to oppose creating filibuster carve-outs to address the debt ceiling or other legislative deadlocks. Friends, the key word for this video is pancake. If you would like to enter this coming Friday's Walmart gift card giveaway, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel, like this video, and comment below the keyword. Thank you so much, friends. Many parents who have opted in to receive the child tax credit payments say it has given them a lifeline to keep their families afloat. There are currently 3 payments left. Those will expire at the end of this year if Congress does not move to extend them. Changes made in the American Rescue Plan gave eligible households who opted in up to 50% of the total credit in 6 advance payments throughout this year. The rest will be paid with a tax refund in 2022. The next payment date is October 15th, and it could be one of the last. The child tax credit is tied in to debate over the government funding and the debt limit. President Biden signed legislation late last week to avoid a partial federal shutdown. It will only keep the government funded through December 3rd, 2021. So both the United States House and Senate will have to reach an agreement very soon to fund the government into the new year. Here are the dates for the final 3 child tax credit payments: October 15th, November 15th, and December 15th. President Biden has proposed making the child tax credit permanent as part of the American Families Plan. A recent survey found that parents who receive the monthly checks are mostly putting the money towards important necessities. They cite the top 3 uses for the payment as groceries, school supplies, and savings. According to the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities, the child tax credit this year would cut the number of children in poverty by 40%. October 4th was a deadline for those currently receiving child tax credit payments to opt out if they no longer wish to receive these payments. October's payments will be the 4th of 6 advanced monthly installments of the 2021 child tax credit, usually in amounts of either $250 or $300, will amount to half of the total benefit amount. So for an eligible child receiving the full amount of $300 per month, this equates to $1,800 in advance payments, and another $1,800 to be claimed next year during tax time. The maximum total benefit amount is $3,600 per child under the age of 6. Friends, thank you so much, friends, for joining me here today. I greatly appreciate every single one of you who are watching my videos. If you would like to enter this coming Friday's Walmart gift card giveaway, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel, comment below the keyword, and like this video. Thank you so much and have a very blessed Wednesday.